In the bustling city of New York, where skyscrapers kissed the clouds and dreams often turned into reality, the life of Benjamin Hartman stood in stark contrast to the mundane existence of those who served him. Benjamin was the CEO of Hartman Enterprises, a multi-million-dollar tech firm known for its cutting-edge innovations and lavish lifestyle. He was a man of power, control, and privilege, all the things that came with his title. He was confident, brash, and often careless with his words. On a chilly Tuesday evening, Benjamin found himself dining at a luxurious restaurant, a place where the elite gathered to indulge in gourmet meals and fine wine. He sat at a table adorned with flickering candles, discussing quarterly profits with his fellow executives. As the waiter approached, Benjamin glanced up, his eyes narrowing slightly at the sight of the young man before him. "Good evening, sir. May I take your order?" the waiter asked, his voice steady but his hands slightly trembling. He was new to the job, trying to make ends meet while working his way through college. Benjamin looked the waiter up and down, a smirk creeping onto his lips. "What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in school or something? Or are you just here to serve the real people?" he replied, his tone dripping with condescension. The other executives chuckled, but the waiter's cheeks flushed with embarrassment. He forced a smile and continued to take their orders, but the sting of Benjamin's words lingered in the air, a reminder of the divide between the wealthy and the struggling. As the evening progressed, Benjamin's laughter echoed through the restaurant, oblivious to the impact of his words. The waiter, whose name was Alex, managed to maintain his composure, but inside he felt the weight of Benjamin's disdain. He had always dreamed of climbing the corporate ladder, and this encounter felt like a cruel reminder of how far away he was from achieving that dream. Weeks went by, and life continued as usual for both Benjamin and Alex. Benjamin immersed himself in his work, attending meetings and forging partnerships that would solidify his company's dominance in the tech industry. Meanwhile, Alex devoted his time to studying and working hard at the restaurant, determined to earn a degree in business administration. One fateful day, the tides turned. A major merger was announced, and Benjamin was set to lead a crucial board meeting that could change the company's trajectory. He was confident, ready to showcase his leadership skills and secure his legacy. He dressed sharply in a tailored suit and arrived at the office early, reviewing his notes and preparing for the discussion ahead. As the clock ticked closer to the meeting time, the board members filed into the room, each one more powerful than the last. Benjamin greeted them with a charismatic smile, but as he took his seat, he noticed a familiar face entering the room. It was Alex, the waiter from that evening at the restaurant. Benjamin's heart raced, disbelief washing over him. "What are you doing here?" he blurted out, his voice a mix of shock and indignation. The room fell silent, all eyes turning to Alex. With a calm demeanor, Alex replied, "I'm here to present my proposal for the merger. I've been working on it for the past few months." The room buzzed with murmurs, and Benjamin's confidence began to waver. How could a mere waiter have a proposal for a merger? As Alex began to present, he spoke with passion and clarity, outlining his vision and the potential benefits for both companies. The board members listened intently, captivated by his knowledge and insight. Benjamin sat in stunned silence, grappling with the realization that the young man he had belittled was far more capable than he had ever imagined. The meeting continued, and as Alex concluded his presentation, Benjamin felt a shift within himself. He had always prided himself on being the smartest person in the room, but now he found himself challenged by someone he had underestimated. The board members were impressed, and it became evident that Alex's proposal had merit. After the meeting, Benjamin approached Alex, his demeanor changing from arrogant to humble. "I didn't know you were capable of this," he admitted, his voice softer. "I'm sorry for what I said that night. I was wrong to judge you." Alex looked at him, surprise etched on his face. "Thank you for saying that, but it's not just about me. It's about recognizing the potential in everyone, regardless of their circumstances." The two men stood in the boardroom, the air thick with unspoken understanding. It was a moment of transformation for Benjamin, a moment that made him reevaluate his actions and beliefs. He realized that wealth did not equate to worth, and respect should be given freely, not earned through status. Weeks passed, and the merger was finalized, largely thanks to Alex's groundbreaking proposal. As a gesture of goodwill, Benjamin invited Alex to join the company as a junior executive. It was an opportunity for Alex to shine, and he accepted with gratitude, eager to prove himself in a new role. As time went on, the two men formed an unlikely friendship. Benjamin learned from Alex's tenacity and humility, while Alex gained insight into the world of corporate leadership. Together, they navigated challenges, celebrated successes, and fostered a culture of respect and inclusion within the company. The more they worked together, the more Benjamin realized how far he had come from his previous mindset. He began to advocate for diversity and equality in hiring, ensuring that talent was recognized regardless of background. He held workshops to encourage empathy and understanding among employees, creating an environment where everyone felt valued. Through their journey, Benjamin and Alex discovered that their paths had intertwined in ways they never expected. They learned from each other, shared experiences, and built a bond that transcended the barriers of wealth and status. One day, as they prepared for another board meeting, Benjamin turned to Alex and said, "I never would have imagined that a chance encounter could change my life so profoundly." Alex smiled, a glimmer of understanding in his eyes. Sometimes it takes a moment of humility to reveal the truth about ourselves and others. We just have to be open to it. As the days turned into months and the months stretched into years, Benjamin and Alex continued to grow and thrive together. Their once unlikely partnership became a beacon of hope and inspiration for everyone around them. The story of the wealthy CEO and the poor waiter was no longer just a tale of personal transformation, but one of collective change that rippled throughout Hartman Enterprises and beyond. It was a living example of how compassion, humility, and understanding could create something powerful in a world too often divided by wealth, privilege, and status. Benjamin, who had once ruled his empire with the arrogance of privilege, now led with empathy and a commitment to equity. He no longer saw the world in terms of hierarchy, but in terms of the people who made up the fabric of his company, each one with unique experiences, strengths, and contributions. Alex, on the other hand, had transformed from the uncertain young waiter into a confident, respected executive, his sharp business acumen and determination shining through every decision he made. Together, they proved that true success wasn't measured by the title you held or the wealth you accumulated, but by the relationships you built, the people you uplifted, and the lives you touched along the way. Their journey became legendary within Hartman Enterprises. The once divided company had flourished in ways they had never imagined, and the story of how Benjamin and Alex had bridged the gap between the highest and lowest ranks of the corporate world became a symbol of hope and possibility. It reminded everyone that no one should ever be judged by the surface. Beneath the labels, the uniforms, and the positions, there was potential to create, to lead, to inspire. The tale of their friendship became a part of the company's history, passed down from one generation of employees to the next as a constant reminder that everyone had something valuable to offer. And more than that, their story became a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It was a celebration of growth, the kind of growth that only comes when we open our hearts and minds to others, when we challenge our preconceived notions and look past the barriers that society often places in front of us. It was proof that, with the right mindset, anyone can rise above their circumstances, no matter where they started. Benjamin and Alex had learned the hard way that appearances could be deceiving. They had learned that true worth wasn't something you could measure with money or titles, but with character, kindness, and the ability to see and nurture potential in others. Their journey wasn't just about finding success for themselves. It was about helping everyone around them find their own path to greatness. In the end, their story was more than just a fairy tale. It was a powerful, living example of how we all have the power to change the world. No matter how small or seemingly insignificant our actions might feel, they can ripple outward and create lasting impact. And at the heart of it all was the truth that no one should ever be underestimated. Everyone has the potential to shine, and sometimes all it takes is someone to believe in them. In the end, The story was far more than just about redemption. It had become a powerful journey of growth, of shedding old beliefs and discovering new truths. It was a path that led not only to self-improvement but also to an unexpected friendship that neither Benjamin nor Alex had ever imagined. It was a reminder that the most profound lessons often come from the places we least expect, from those who might seem far beneath us or outside our realm of understanding. Benjamin and Alex had changed in ways that were impossible to measure in dollars or titles. The transformation wasn't just in them, but in everyone around them. As they worked together, they spread an energy of hope, of unity, of inclusion. Their story became a beacon of possibility for others within the company. Employees, who had once felt invisible, began to find their voices. The once rigid culture of hierarchy and privilege began to dissolve, replaced by a newfound sense of equality and respect. Together, they had set the stage for a future where everyone had the opportunity to shine, regardless of their background or status. Their journey was a reminder, a poignant, emotional reminder, that we must embrace every encounter in life, no matter how fleeting or seemingly insignificant. Each person we meet, each moment of kindness we offer or humility we practice, can spark a change in someone's life. These small, seemingly insignificant moments have the power to lead us down paths we never thought possible, to open doors we never knew existed. They are the threads that weave the fabric of our shared humanity. In a world so quick to judge worth by wealth, status, or power, Benjamin and Alex's story proved that true success wasn't found in bank accounts or titles, but in the relationships we build. It was the respect we show others, regardless of where they stand in the social ladder, that truly defines our legacy. Wealth could never buy the kind of bond they shared, and no amount of privilege could ever replace the trust they had built. It wasn't the grand gestures or high-profile meetings that made their journey meaningful. It was the quiet moments of understanding, the willingness to see beyond the surface, and the courage to grow and change. Those were the things that truly mattered. As time went on, the lessons they had learned continued to ripple through the lives of everyone they touched. People no longer measured success by the job title or salary. Instead, they measured it by the kindness they offered, the respect they earned, and the impact they had on others. It was a profound shift, one that was seated in that fateful moment when Benjamin first saw Alex, not as a waiter, but as a person with potential, someone worthy of respect. Through their shared experience, Benjamin and Alex showed the world that even the most unlikely friendships can alter the course of history. And as they looked back on their journey, they both knew one thing for certain. The true measure of success isn't in what you own or what you've achieved, but in how you've changed and how you've helped others grow along the way. If you enjoyed this story and found it inspiring, don't forget to show your support. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories, and leave a comment letting us know what you think. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you know someone who could benefit from a story like this, be sure to share it with them. Together, we can spread more positivity and inspiration. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.